you know stuff happened.
Right.
But there was this unspoken rule that you just don't bring it up. Ever.
Superstar chef David Chang grew up knowing little about his paternal roots, largely because his father's childhood was so very painful that he never talked about it. All David knew was that his father had fled North Korea in the wake of the Korean War. Beyond that, this entire branch of his family tree was a total mystery. And at first, we worried that it was a mystery we'd never be able to solve. Due to the challenges of conducting research in North Korea, we expected that we would be able to add very little to David's knowledge. But we were wrong. David has distant relatives who've preserved the family's chokbo, a written genealogy that allowed us to tie David to one of Korea's ancient clans, founded by a man named Chang over 1,000 years ago.
It's like unbelievable. It's funny, the biggest thing that I'm thinking of is that my dad's middle name is Pil.
Uh-huh.
And to see that it went back many, many years.
It goes back to your 34th great-grandfather. We estimate that Chang Pil is your 34th great-grandfather.
Just something my dad never spoke about. Ever.
Isn't it cool that these clan genealogies exist?
It's wild to me. I think about this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I always grew up jealous of, I think, of my friends that have European ancestry and they can go way back. You're like, oh.
And a coat of arms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'll never know what that's like. And here it is.
We can't verify the accuracy of every rung of the tree in this chokbo, but according to scholars, there's a widespread consensus that David's clan affiliation ties him to a very illustrious ancestor, a legendary mariner and warrior named Chang. Chang became a national hero following his death in the year 846, giving David a new appreciation for all the history that his father left behind.
It's like I almost don't want to believe that this is true. Because I just grew up thinking there's no way this lineage can, like...
Chang is still celebrated in South Korea today. He's been featured in both a South Korean television series and a film. And the South Korean Navy named a whole class of attack submarines after this bad brother.
Wow.
Does learning about this make you think any differently about your father?
I guess it adds to the complexity.
Right.
I spent so much time trying to think about him acclimating to America. I never, ever once really thought about his life immigrating. I mean, it puts a lot of things into perspective that I thought I knew about, but now I really didn't know anything about at all.
Discovering the stories of our ancestors is a transformative experience, changing the way we see ourselves, our families, and our shared history. To see more incredible stories, click here.